What if I told you one man stole more money than some African countries' entire budgets and hid it across the world? This is the story of General Sani Abacha. In the 1990s, Nigeria experienced one of the darkest periods in its political and economic history under the military regime of General Sani Abacha. His rule, which began in 1993, was marked by authoritarian control, widespread human rights abuses, and one of the largest cases of state-sponsored corruption in modern history. Abacha came to power during a time of political instability, following the annulment of Nigeria's 1993 presidential election. Rather than restoring democratic order, he consolidated power through military force, suspending political processes and ruling without public consent. His government quickly became known for repression. At the core of Abacha's regime was an extensive system of financial corruption. Together with close family members and trusted associates, he orchestrated the large-scale looting of Nigeria's public funds. Using fabricated national security contracts and direct withdrawals from the central bank, billions of dollars were diverted from state coffers. These funds were then transferred to foreign bank accounts and invested in assets across Europe and North America, particularly in Switzerland, the United Kingdom, and the United States. The consequences of this theft were severe. While Nigeria generated vast oil revenues during Abacha's rule, public services deteriorated. Hospitals remained underfunded, educational institutions suffered neglect, and critical infrastructure projects were abandoned. The wealth meant to improve the lives of millions was instead hidden abroad, benefiting only a small ruling elite. Abacha's government maintained control through fear and coercion. Journalists, activists, and political opponents were routinely harassed, imprisoned, or eliminated. The execution of prominent activists, including internationally recognized figures, drew global condemnation and further isolated Nigeria from the international community. Civil liberties were virtually non-existent, and the country operated under constant surveillance and repression. In 1998, Abacha died suddenly while still in office, bringing an abrupt end to his rule. In the aftermath, investigations revealed the full scale of his financial crimes. Estimates indicated that between $3 and $5 billion had been stolen during his 5-year reign, making it one of the most significant corruption scandals involving a single individual. In the years that followed, international cooperation led to the recovery of portions of the stolen funds, commonly referred to as the Abacha loot. Governments and financial institutions in several countries agreed to return seized assets to Nigeria, though the recovery process took decades and did not fully compensate for the damage caused. Although Sani Abacha is no longer alive, the impact of his regime continues to affect Nigeria. The loss of national wealth hindered development, weakened public trust in governance, and entrenched systemic corruption. His rule stands as a cautionary example of how unchecked power and weak institutions can enable the large-scale plundering of a nation's future. Understanding the Abacha era is essential not only as a historical record, but also as a reminder of why the fight against corruption remains a central challenge in Nigeria and across Africa today. Do not forget to subscribe and like this video.